Welcome inside Great American Ballpark, everybody. My name is Mike Petraglia, joined again by Red Sox contributor for WEEI.com, Brian Hannable. Great day of action here on Home Run Derby Monday, All-Star Monday here in Cincinnati, Ohio, on the banks of the Ohio River. But first, we had All-Star media availability, namely two people really come to mind. Of course, first of all, the only Red Sox representative would be their super utility infielder, outfielder, Brock Holt. And Jonathan Papelbon also spoke. He'll be in the game on Tuesday night as a reliever for the Philadelphia Phillies for the National League, of course. Papelbon told me on Monday that, yes, the thought has crossed his mind that he wants out of Philadelphia and Boston is a possible destination, but he realizes that realistically, Boston has other priorities. Brian, I guess in talking to other people in the Red Sox organization, other people around the team, you would get that same sense.
Yeah, there's just not need for him. And if you look at his age, his contract, it just doesn't seem like a good fit. Yeah, it'd be a cool story if he came back, but probably not going to happen.
No, I wouldn't think so either. He signed a 4-year, $50 million contract with a vesting option for 2016 after the 2011 season. And he said on Monday, look, he signed up for a 102-win Philly team that finished the 2011 season. It has been a disaster, and he was free and willing to admit that on Monday. Not what he expected whatsoever. Don't expect Jonathan Papelbon to remain with the Phillies, but also don't expect him to land in Boston at the trading deadline. Brock Holt is the other notable player that we had a chance to really extensively speak with on Monday, and he is just soaking it all in. One of the great stories, Ryan, I thought on Monday was Brock Holt saying he took a regional carrier here. He didn't fly first class like a lot of the star athletes do to the All-Star game. He was on a regional carrier, came here with his wife and family, mom and dad here in Cincinnati. It's a great situation for Brock Holt. He's taking it all in, and he doesn't know, Ryan, what position he's going to play until he gets to the ballpark here in Cincinnati on Tuesday.
Well, that's part of the beauty about having him on the roster. As Negio said, you know, with his talks about the team earlier, that Brock could play everywhere. So, you know, it was great to have a game like this where, you know, you want to get every guy in, but you don't know, where it might fit to have a guy like Brock who can play anywhere. So I'm sure he'll get on the field at some point tomorrow night, like you said. He doesn't know where, but he's soaking it all in and enjoying the experience.
It really, I said to a couple of people, I think this game in general has the most, or has the least amount of buzz per se in Boston in the last 2 decades or so, because the Red Sox have always been really in the baseball consciousness around America, and that's not really the case this year, but still there are some good storylines to be followed. You also had a chance to speak with a couple of players who had their opinions on a couple of Red Sox players who are not here in Cincinnati. One is Manny Machado. He had a couple of interesting thoughts on Xander Bogaerts.
I know, he was great talking Xander Bogaerts. He said flat out that he should have been an All-Star, he should have been here. Machado talks about his improvement as a player. He shows that he is more confident at the plate and in the field. He sort of made some comparisons to himself between the first and second year of just how they became more comfortable and just soaked in the game better that way. So it was cool to talk to Machado and him acknowledge flat out that he thought Bogaerts was an All-Star.
Dodger first baseman Adrian Gonzalez obviously played with the Red Sox, but he played with Hanley Ramirez for a couple of years in Los Angeles. He had some interesting thoughts on the transition, the tough transition he expected for Hanley to move from the infield to the outfield.
Yeah, he said if Hanley was ever going to change positions, it would be at first base, not the outfield. Just the history of Hanley's injury problems, running around the outfield, just not what you want to have with a guy like that. And he also talked about how it could have an effect on his at-bats at the plate, and it has, we haven't really seen that in Boston so far. Hanley's still hitting, but, it was kind of interesting to see what Gonzalez had to say, that he wasn't really a fan of outfield.
Rain is beginning to fall here in Cincinnati, but it could not rain on the parade of one Todd Frazier. The Cincinnati native, or Cincinnati player, became the first hometown hero since Ryne Sandberg in 1990 in Wrigley Field to win the home run hitting derby, and he did it in very dramatic fashion. You were with me in the press box. We were watching this. Each time, for 3 rounds, we thought starting against Prince Fielder in the first round that Frazier was out of gas, and he responded each time. Final round, Jock Peterson, the super rookie sensation from the Los Angeles Dodgers, hit 14 home runs, a couple of moonshots to right field behind us, but it was Todd Frazier responding and winning. He won the second round at the last shot possible in the contest of the second round, in the last second, if you will. And then in the final round, he was able to use the bonus 30 seconds to hit his 15th home run and beat Jock Peterson. It was really sensational. Frazier saying after the game that this is a trophy that he really wanted to get since coming up short last year, and to do it in Cincinnati means all that much more.
Yeah, it was really a great night for Cincinnati. I mean, the new format was great. It was very exciting. The fans were into it from the start, and you couldn't really ask for a better finish coming down to the last 30 seconds, and the home crowd, Frazier, they went nuts, and you can attest that Cincinnati needed this spark.
They really did.
It was a great night for them.
It really was. It was a fun night all around. Todd Frazier saying, to your point, that reducing it from 5 minutes to 4 minutes to kind of avoid what's falling around us right now, the rain, was really a good idea. And he thinks, Ryan, that this is probably what they should be doing going forward. So that'll wrap it up for All-Star Monday here in Cincinnati. It was a very exciting time for the hometown fans and yours truly, who grew up in this town and has had a chance to get reacquainted with some old friends here in the city of Cincinnati. It's really been a great experience so far. Tomorrow will be the game itself. Brock Holt is not in the starting lineup, but Todd Frazier is for the Reds. He'll be batting second and playing third base. For Ryan Hannable, here in the rain, I'm Mike Petraglia, inside Great American Ballpark, WEEI.com.